What's up, guys? We're here with a new Elden Ring patch notes. Yeah, boys. So, we're gonna get this going, man. First thing first, I'm here with Cloud. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be silent most of the time. If I forget something, he'll mention it. But first things first, it's Pearls, guys, and I need you to get on my level, boy. So, new update, 1.09. So, I'm gonna read the updates, and if there's anything that we can see, if it's different, if it's faster, then I'll tell you. I have played this game a lot, so I got you guys. So let's get this started. First thing they added was ray tracing. For people that don't know what ray tracing is, basically is to make games more realistic, to make them look more real life. So it's like the graphics are increased. So that's why I'm not moving around, because I want to experience this with you guys, and I want to see if it's really like oh my gosh. So alright, let's start. I activated it already, and woohoo! Yeah, man, it is nice. It is nice. What the heck? Yeah, the graphics are a lot better. As you can see, that's pretty good. Cloud, what do you think of it? What do you think of the ray tracing? Anything in graphics increase and all that?
It does look really nice.
So we're gonna go on top of here. Woo!
Colors and everything is really nice. I'm on PS5, but for some reason I get lag with it. I don't know why, but that's just it.
But yeah, look at it. You can see the water. That's why I'm walking over here. The water, it looks a lot more clear now. And that's basically what it is. And we can see the fire, because basically what it does is just adds components that aren't normally seen there. Wait, if they're here, doesn't that mean the dragon? I knew it! I knew the dragon was here! Where is Wait, run! The dragon, how's the dragon look? The dragon looks okay, beautiful. He's just looking at there. But run! I haven't played this game in a while, guys. Oh, we get to see the fire. Close and personal. Okay, the fire looks freaking awesome. Okay. Ooh, scorch marks look nice. Okay. But we're gonna run, man, guys. So, that was the biggest thing that will happen. So we're gonna continue with what happened later. So they changed a lot on the PvP section, okay? So they wanted to do exclusive balance adjustment. Basically, we all know that means that they're gonna screw with your build, and they're gonna make everything trashy and whatever weapon nobody uses. But yeah, let's see how it goes, man. Let's see. The inescapable frenzy incantation. So what I'm gonna do is, for people that don't know the names of the spells and all that, I'm gonna show it here so that you guys know what the heck I'm talking about, okay? Because I'm like one of those people that it's like, I don't know what the freak that is, okay? But alright, here we go. Inescapable frenzy, and then you have on the right side has the information you can see. So the grab angle have been increased. That is ridiculous, man. That had a lot of range already, and they made it so that you have even more range now. So let's see that really fast. So that has more range now, which is kind of crazy. Decrease the power of two-handed jumping attacks. Oh, that sucks. So this does less damage now. That sucks. Why? Oh, lifesteal, first skill power, range, and grab angle has been increased. So they want people to do the grabs more. A lot of people don't do the grabs in PvP because it's way too slow. Even if you see it and now, it's like, oh, that's fat. No, it's really slow when you're PvPing, because a split second matters a lot. Lifesteal is the actual war you can see over there. So just look at the skill of the weapon. So that got increased. Decrease the power of heavy and heavy running attacks of fist and claw weapon strikes. Ah! So they decreased this, and they decreased this. So people what they were doing, they had a combo where they did that. So they would like run, and the problem with that was people staggered and you couldn't get away from it. So it was really broken and you did massive damage. So that's what they did with that. So that's funny. I knew that we were gonna nerf that. Decrease the power of founding star rain of stars. It's this one. Really? Wow. Decrease the power of founding range of star spells. Why though? It was trash. What the heck, man? Why would they do that? What is wrong with the game, man? They're so dumb. So basically, this spell, it was really trash. It was really good in the beginning, okay? Let me start with that. So before they nerfed it like crazy, how they keep nerfing everything, it was a spell that did okay damage. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, that spell's the best thing ever. On this one, I'm gonna do it. Okay, let me remember how to do this. There we go. So look at, so first thing first, it stays there. If you leave it, if you hold it, it's a bigger buff, but look how much damage it does. Okay? So, as you can see, that didn't even kill the enemy. Okay? So, it's really trash. It's really trash. Compared to like to big bosses and all that, and in PvP, oh my gosh, man, it's awful. So making that even worse now, that's kind of ridiculous. So decrease the spell enhancement effects of the Terra Magica spell. Man, they're really nerfing magicians, man. Holy crap, man, they hate magicians. They're like, you know what, I'm tired of their crap. Let's nerf the heck out of them. So that was the buff spell that people use on the ground, and it was this one. So it was this icon. So it was this. That they actually make it so that now you do less damage. A lot of people didn't use this, but you had to stay in the circle for it to activate. Once you got out, you stay with a little buff, but then it got off. You can see the buffs there. But they actually made that weaker, which is, I understand, because a lot of people are really broken with that, so Decrease the damage and poise damage of the wave of ghost skill when hitting an opponent over a certain distance. Oh, wow. This one. It's this. So now when it's a distance, it does weaker. So it didn't even hit the enemy. Wow! It didn't even hit him. Wow, okay. See, people use this. It's still pretty strong. Oh yeah, like it's still pretty broken. But it was kind of annoying when you try to run from it. And people use this to clear enemies. As you can see, all the enemies are getting destroyed. And it's kind of a broken skill, to be honest, because this is literally what people do when they're trying to finish every boss, every enemy really fast. But yeah, this is all they would do. They would literally just keep spamming this trick. And it was kind of annoying. And yeah, people just did that like all the time.
Wave of Gold has reduced poise damage and damage at a certain range distance that was unspecified.
Yeah, so we can see how it doesn't matter because you still do massive damage. So it's not like a big drastic change. But I gotta see it in PvP though. In PvP it might be a lot more different, guys. So just keep that in mind. So let's see. Decrease the effectiveness of the determination and Royal Knight Resolve. That's not good for me. So basically what that is, so the Royal Knight Resolve increased the attack by a lot, okay, of the next attack. So if they increase the damage, so let's see how this is. Okay, so we still have a lot of damage that we do with that. Compared to, so it's still pretty good. It's not as bad. Basically, they're probably trying to do it so people don't one-shot. Decrease the effect of the Contagious Fury skill of the Jellyfish Shield. Jellyfish Shield is this one. And this is what they're talking about. So basically what this did was when you activate it, it gave you an attack buff. So they made it weaker apparently now. So, and I'm guessing they made it so that it lasts less. So let's see how long it lasts now. So yeah, this just gives you increased damage. So I mean, it's not that bad. But yeah, they decreased it a little bit. Basically, they're trying to make it so people don't one-shot people no more. That's really what they're trying to do. Decrease the effectiveness of the Claw Talisman. The Claw Talisman is the jump attacks. Okay? So, when you actually put this, and I tried it the first time, it did massive damage on the jump attack, which was kind of ridiculous. You see, the thing is, when people PvP a lot of the time, they just keep doing jump attacks. That's why they're placing this all around, because a lot of people just got mad that people just kept doing jump attacks all the time. But I mean, I don't blame them, because a lot of people, they just kept doing the pokes. They kept running and doing a stab. And best way to counter that is to jump attack. I mean, they added jump attacks. People want to do jump attacks all the time. Hey, decrease the effectiveness of the Lord of Blood Exaltation Talisman. Ooh, they nerfed bleed again, huh? Dude, they're really like hitting. They're trying to hit bleed like super hard. So this one, when it activates, you need to do bleed damage. So when you keep attacking, it activates. You can actually activate this faster if you do seppuku, which a lot of people did when they would use a katana. So they'll be like this. As you can see, it activates. So increase the damage, decrease the damage actually. I should not be doing massive damage with it. So let's see. Yeah, that I don't do as much damage with this as I used to. Yeah, before it was like a lot of damage. This sword, normally two-handed, did like 1,500, man. But yeah, they probably made it so that you do less bleed damage and less damage, which is kind of sad, but hey, it's okay, man. A lot of people, they freaking went crazy with this. Alright, the other one is decrease the attack power buff granted by the white mask head armor. Holy moly! So basically, people would put that and the white mask, which increases the power when you did a bleed. Once again, if you do seppuku, you do bleed damage or effect activates, you got more attack power, so they made it even weaker now. So that, I mean, it's still pretty good, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be nice, it's just not as strong, so you can't one-shot people, is what they're trying to do. Decrease the jumping attack damage buff granted by the Raptor's black feather armor. I didn't even know this strengthens jumping attacks. That's why people used it. Oh, snap. Alright, so that's weaker now as well. So that's freaking nice. Okay. Decrease the damage buff granted by Magic Striding Crack Tier, Flame Striding Crack Tier, Lightning Striding Crack Tier, and Holy Striding Crack Tier when activated with the Flash of Wondrous Physique. Wow, that's messed up. So the Physique is an item that everybody has. So they made this ones. The Magic, Flame, Lightning, and Holy Striding Crack Tiers. They made them weaker. Once again, people use this to do one shot in their build. And basically, if you use magic, you can use this and then you did more damage with your magic attacks. And same thing with flame, etc, etc. Especially if they had the buff in their weapons as well, which is what people used it for more. So, once again, they made people a little bit weaker. This does less now, which is kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But once again, people been abusing the system a lot, and they made it so that people that just one-shot everything and one-shot bosses and PvP, they're trying to make it so people don't get mad. That's why. So alright, general balance adjustments. Added an invisibility window when respawning in the Coliseum. That's good. That's really good. Because when you fight in the Coliseum, there was kind of an invincibility window already, but it was really short. It was when you were reviving. But once you revived, people would just spam you. They'll keep attacking you. And obviously, you know, a lot of people cry about that. They're like, oh my God, it's just cheating, blah, blah, blah. And usually what happens is they just make it so that you can't do it as often. So that's why they did that. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but hey, I didn't care about it, but hey, some people do. Increase the scaling of the following attributes when infusing weapons with certain ashes of war. Oh, so magic, fire, flame art, lightning, and sacred. And then the same thing goes for increase the attribute scaling of the following weapons types: colossal type, great axe, hammer, flail, great hammer, colossal weapon. So in other words, what that's saying is, when you actually put an ash on war on a weapon, so let's say I want to put this is what they're talking about. So they made it better. So now you get even more scaling, in a lot of the ones that nobody uses. So people didn't use the magic one, they didn't use the fire, they didn't use the flame art, they didn't use the lightning as much, and they didn't use the sacred as much. So all this got buff, is what they're saying. And then that's the first line. The second line, the colossal sword, great axe, hammer, flail, great hammer, colossal weapons. They increase the attribute scaling of those weapons, which means that these weapons originally now have even more scaling as well, which is this type of stuff. So the attribute scaling down there, so now that they get even more damage. So basically they buffed all those weapons, which is nice. They buffed the colossal sword twice though. Colossal sword and then colossal weapon, they buffed them all. I guess they got lazy and they didn't want to type all the colossal weapons. They're like, nah, it's too much. Screw it. So this is a colossal weapon for you guys wondering. And then you have the hammers and all that stuff. And yeah, so they actually got that. No, that's freaking nice. Flail weapons changes. Woo! They actually increasing the flail, so people actually use the flail. Because once again, nobody wants to use a flail because it was really trash. So let's see. Increase the speed of some attacks. I want to see that. Reduce attack recovery time. Increase poise when using two-handed attacks. So they make it faster. Okay. And then the recovery time is better. I mean, still kind of sucks though. And then make this faster. Because compared to this, you see I can like dodge extremely easy with a katana. And by the way, I'm spamming it. But it's kind of a little bit slower, but it's still pretty good. But they say they increase the running attack and all this other stuff. Alright. So the range is still kind of crappy. Ooh, they did increase the attack. Oh, okay, they did. Holy moly, that's a lot of damage. Let's see. Yeah, that is pretty good, man. That is actually pretty good. What the heck? But yeah, they increase the speed of some attacks and all that. So it's not all the attacks. So increase running attack speed and recovery time for the following weapon types: straight sword, curved sword, katana, twin blade sword, axe, hammer, and halberd. Wait, wow. Why would they do the katana? This didn't need it. So this got faster, basically, which I can see. But one thing they did is increase the halberd. Why would they increase the halberd? Let me try to find a normal halberd. Because the reason I'm saying that is because this is really broken by itself already. Yeah, you can see like it's really broken in that aspect. Wow, so they made that even faster. What the heck? They're gonna regret that a lot. They should have not increased that running attack and recovery time for that. So the attacks, I understand the attacks. So there's no attacks like that, but let me see, like Loretta's. I'll put this one. So that was needed. The normal attacks, which I can see they're really faster. They're a lot faster. This was like took forever, man. All right, so I understand that, but making the running attack, nah, they shouldn't have done that. Increase the first attack speed of the following weapon: straight sword, curved sword, and straight sword. The reason I'm laughing at some of this stuff is because this attack is fast enough already, okay? And they made that even faster. They made the whip faster, and the curved sword. It's gonna be kind of evil now when you fight somebody with. Okay, so that is faster. Okay. That is nice, man, because curved swords aren't used a lot. Increase the speed of guard counters for the following weapons. Guard count. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. They're like so trashy that I forgot what it was. So straight sword, great sword, colossal sword, great curved sword, katana, twin blade sword, axe, great axe, flail, great hammer, spear, great spear, and halberd. So basic, I don't know why they just said everything. Like the one that didn't do was a fist. A counter, which a lot of people might have forgotten, this was actually a thing. Is when you get attacked. Wait, my bad. When you get attacked, oh, maybe it's R2. Dude, I tell you, man, I haven't done this in forever, so I forgot. I forgot what it was. So that, ooh, they did make it faster. Holy crap, that's good, man. I want to see the straights. I want to see the colossal weapons. That is really good. Holy crap. Because basically when you did a counter, what would happen a lot was it was so slow, people can just hit you and you could never do the counter. But I want to see if that's true for the bigger weapons. Because that was a curved sword, but that's really good. Okay, that one's a lot faster than it was. Okay, that's not that bad. It's a lot faster, man. It's really a lot faster than what it was. Like, oh my gosh, I remember like you would do it and you really like go drink coffee, come back, sit down, and you couldn't do anything. It's like, what the heck? So reduce the attack recovery time for whips weapon. See, that is awful that they did that, because when you PvP people, I always talk about a PvP perspective because I like to PvP a lot. They didn't need that. That was not needed. So basically this, so now people can just like run more. So usually people that do whips, what they do is they attack you and they have fire in their hand or something. They'll be like this, they'll do this type of stuff, but usually they go like this. So it's nice they got that, nice speed, but at the same time it's just creating more people to try to attack and dodge, attack, and keep going like this. But yeah, I mean, if you like whips, you got a buff, man, which is kind of broken now. But hey, it's okay. Increase the damage of claw weapons. Claw weapons are this ones, okay? So this is a fist. Normally people use this fist, which is the Katis and the Star Fist. Nobody uses this one because it's so slow. Maybe you'll have a buff in that one. Some people use this. I know my A-mod uses this a lot, but nobody used this one because the ability was so slow and trash. Nobody wants to use it. But yeah, claw fists are pretty good, but the problem is the attack patterns were kind of slow. So this one, they got increased damage. So the increased damage is, let's see how much it is. They're strong by themselves already, by the way. But if they increase the damage, oh, what the freak? Yeah, holy crap. So that's pretty evil, I ain't gonna lie. Woo! Okay, it's not that bad. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage from a backstab. Okay, that's freaking nice. So now the next one is added holy damage and face scaling to the great club. What? Really? Really? They added that? Oh, no way. So this weapon, wow, they added holy and faith. So this weapon, they made it even stronger. Wow, okay, that's freaking amazing. This weapon is very beefy. It was only strength based, but now, oof, this is a force to be reckoned with now. So basically, they kind of do that in all the Dark Souls games. But man, I can see how they made the stinking jump attacks a lot weaker. Yeah, that's wow, that's crazy. They really, because before when you do a normal attack, you did, let's say, 1,000 attack. You did a jump attack, you did 1,200. So they made it so that jump attacks are weaker than normal attacks. So now, if you do want to do damage, you have to do a normal attack. So they're making it so people stop doing jump attacks a lot, which it's very understandable. I understand why. But yeah, a lot of people are still gonna do jump attacks, man. They don't care. You feel safer when you do a jump attack, that's why. Increased damage negation when blocking holy damage, and decreased damage negation when blocking damage from other affinities. So they made it so that, so over here, you can see in the resistance for this physical. So I'm showing this like this so you guys know where you look. But yeah, magic, fire, lightning, and holy. So they increase holy defense negation, and then the other ones they kind of decrease them. So that's because before holy damage you could take a lot. You took a lot of damage, but they had to increase lightning. Lightning was always the lowest one. So I don't know why they decreased lightning too. But yeah, but that's only when you're blocking. So basically, your weapons. So do you see that there? The guarded damage negation is this one over here on the weapon. So this, they made it so holy blocks more. That makes it crazy because a lot of people don't use holy as much. I mean, there's incantations, yeah, but a lot of people don't go crazy with it. I guess if you do like the frenzy flame. Alright. Increase the effectiveness of the twin blade talisman. So the twin blade talisman for those people is this one. So it enhances final hit of chain attack. So I'm gonna tell you this now. The one talisman from this section that people use was the claw talisman, okay? And the other one that they used was this one that enhances charge attacks. That was basically, and this one, the dagger talisman. That was the only three that they would use. This one, the arrows thing, if you were an arrow person, you like to use great bows, normal arrows, you had it, not necessarily, but maybe. But those are the ones that people used a lot. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna do they're gonna increase the effects of all the other ones because nobody used them. Nobody cared because they were trash. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So the twin blade talisman, so the last hit of chain attacks got increased. The reason people didn't do that because it's kind of impossible to do the last attack because it takes so long, and by the time you do it, either you get hit by the bosses or people just counter it, and you can't really like stun lock people either. But yeah, it was just really awful, man, when it came to that. Which is this one here. There we go. So this is a normal attack. This is a whole chain. That's 5 attacks. And it's a chain. If you do it like this, see, so basically it wasn't worth doing all the attack. Obviously it's any weapon. It doesn't necessarily need to be this. But every weapon usually has like 5 attacks. So nobody used that because you're not really gonna be able to do the final hit in all your weapons since it takes too long and you're just gonna be there. So yeah. So in slightly reduced rolling travel distance for light equipment weights. Finally, man! Holy crap! Let me see how much. Ooh, that is finally, man! Holy crap! That distance that people travel when they did live roll was broken as heck. I'm really happy they finally did that, man. Holy crap! It's about freaking time. Decrease the hitbox size for some attacks of the following weapon types: trusting sword, heavy trusting sword, spear, great spear, and halberd. That's good, man, because a lot of times when you were fighting somebody with a spear and all other stuff, you would dodge, right? Let's say you attack here, and this thing you hit here and you hit here as well. Just with this normal slash. And it was really annoying, especially when you were fighting somebody that kept doing this. A running attack? That was annoying as heck. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay, Ashes of War adjustments. So Lifesteal Fist, increased target grab range. That's good because that takes way too long to activate. So it can get pretty annoying if you're trying to do it. But hey, if you get it, that's nice. Surge of Faith, increased projectile generation speed. I already showed you guys the Lifesteal, but if you guys really want to see what they're talking about, so this is the Lifesteal Fist, okay? And then the Surge of Faith. Here it is. Surge of Flame. Holy moly, man. This weapon freaking sucks. Okay, so this one, what they did was increase projectile generation speed. Oh, really? So this is faster? Yeah, it's a lot faster, man. Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of crappy. You can't move. But it is faster, man. It's a lot faster. So, Flame Spit. Increase the guard, speed, and blocking amount of the skill. Adjusted the angle of the fireball. So this one increased the guard, speed, and blocking amount of the skill. And adjusted the angle of the fireball. So yeah, this was like really crappy before. Where like you would try to do it. But let's see. Okay, so it goes farther now. Because when you do it normally, it just went to the ground instantly. So this supposedly guards more now. Which is pretty nice, man. Pretty good. Tongues of Fire. Increase the guard speed and blocking amount of the skill. So that one is this one, I believe. Yep. So this, they increase the blocking. Alright, so it blocks more, and then the guard speed is faster too. The Great Oracular Bubble. Increase projectile generation speed and reduce the recovery time. So that's a spell. Yeah, that's not an actual war. They messed up there. So they increased the recovery. This is why it's important to know the knowledge of it, because they do stuff like this. And if I just say it and go through it fast, people are going to be like, what the heck is that? I don't know what it is. So, Great Oracular Bubble. So this thing, it hits really hard, but it's so slow that it freaking sucks. So they increased the projectile generation speed. So the time to activate it is a lot faster. And the recovery time, when you actually did that, was so long that you would just get hit. So I'm glad they fixed that. And bite per bite. Reduce the time before rolling is possible after using the skill. That's good, man, because when you did the skill on that, you would just stay there and be dumb. So it's a coil shield. So this, let's see. It's a bit better. But it's a lot better though, I ain't gonna lie. But it should still be like, you should be able to do it like dodge after the hit. And you shouldn't have that animation. That dumb animation that they added there, they should have taken that out. I don't know why they left that. Yeah. But I mean, it's still a bit better, so I'm happy about that. The Streaks of Milos. Increase close range poison damage. That is an actual war here. So this actually has, so increases the close range poison damage. So when people attack you while doing this, you shouldn't be flinching. Spearcall Ritual. Increase projectile generation speed. This one. So the projectile comes faster. Oh, yeah, that is nice. Yep, because normally when you would do this, people didn't care. By the way, I'm not. Hey, I try to block from where like Sekiro. This weapon's not upgraded at all, and it was doing pretty decent damage. So having that there, a lot of people, what they use this for is they'll invade somebody, they'll lock on, be in a distance, and they'll just spam this. But as you can see, they actually made it so that can't do it from super far away no more. So I kind of noticed that. I don't know if they talk about that in the patch note later on, but I did notice that. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, so Cursed Blood Slash. Increase projectile generation speed and reduce the recovery time. So this one, they made it faster. That is actually pretty fast, man. Holy crap. That's kind of broken though, man. Holy crap. Because that weapon didn't need that. Because once you get hit, you can't dodge from it. So making this, the projectiles go faster, which is the explosions, That's kind of broken as heck, man. Holy wow, that's crazy, man. We're gonna see a lot of people spamming that. I can tell right now, there's gonna be a lot of people spamming that. I love how when they do this type of updates, they somehow threw over something so that people can spam that. It's ridiculous. Gold Breaker. Reduce the recovery time. Gold Breaker. Let's see, what the heck is Gold Breaker? It is the hammer, the Magica hammer. No! Wow! They made it so that you don't have that much recovery. You don't stay there no more super long. Wow! Why would they do that? That weapon was broken already and they made it even more broken now. But by the way, for people, this weapon, look at that damage. That is crazy damage. And now you can dodge easier. Wow. Okay. That is crazy, man. That Command T, kneel. Increase attack generation speed. The Axe of Godric. There we go. Well, I guess I don't have it in this one. That one got increased attack generation speed, so you can attack faster with it. But yeah, they made that faster, which is kind of broken. Start Color Cry. Increase the speed of follow-up attack. Oh, no way. Really? That's actually good because that attack always missed 100% of the time. So this attack, they made it faster. The second one. Yeah, I can see they made it faster. That's nice. That's nice. Now, can you hit people with it in PvP? You might be able to actually, because since they did increase the light roll, you should be able to if you get them really close to you though. So we'll see. The spinning wheel increased attack generation speed, added a roll and heavy attack cancel timing while using the skill. Oh, so you know the wheel. So this attack. Oh, they did that. But I mean, it sucks though because that weapon, the last update they did to it, they nerfed it so much, which is like really crappy. Where you do like barely any damage with your thing. Like right now, you'll see fighting me the enemies. It's like, oh, that's pretty good. It's not as good because it doesn't do that much posture damage. It doesn't do that much damage and people can just hit you pretty easy. I think that's why they did the cancel for the roll, because it was kind of annoying. So I guess they made it better in that sense, but yeah, it's still trash. Bug fixes. Fix a bug where the Scarlet Rust status builder was not properly reflected when giving the Anspar Rapier a cold affinity. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a problem. Basically, when you added cold frost on this, there was a problem that the Scarlet Rot will tell you that it was 0. So they fixed it. So now you can see it says 50. So that's really good. So fix a bug where the Scarlet Rot status builder was not properly reflected while giving the Rotten Great Axe a blood affinity. Same thing with this. Now you can see it. Fix a bug where some attacks of the Partisan, Death Ritual Spear, and Lucerne had unexpected physical attack scaling. Basically that means that the damage wasn't consistent. So it was that you did massive damage with one and then with others you didn't. So basically they made it so that it's all equal. Sometimes it was like really low as well, where it's like you'll do like, let's say 500 damage and then one will be like 30. You're like, what? What happened there? So face a bug where the Knight Rider Glaive did not increase the damage of horseback attack. So the Knight Rider Glaive is this weapon, and yeah, it was basically designed so that when you put it on your freaking horseback, you did more damage. It was like you put it on, but it was like no difference whatsoever. And you're like wait, did it really? Because it tells you that it's supposed to be better when you like horseback ride. So let's see how much they did. Okay. Remember, this weapon's not upgraded, guys. That's really good damage for not being all the way. See, look at that. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, that is really good, man. Once again, the weapons are upgraded, so that could easily go to 1,800 to 2,000 without any buffs whatsoever. That's another thing you gotta keep in mind. I'm not activating any buffs, so that means all the damage you see right now is really great. My level is, for some people want to know, level 557. I got all those stats, but a lot of people like to increase one stat, so it gives you an idea what it can actually do when you actually upgrade your stuff. So just keep that in mind, guys. So fix a bug where the Duelist Great Axe and Rotten Great Axe did not increase the damage of charge attack. Same thing with this. There's weapons where they're supposed to do that type of stuff, and the game is like, nope, I don't see nothing. Oh, here it is, the Great Axe. And the other one, yeah. Fix a bug where the Roar Medallion Talisman effect didn't increase the power of some incantations. So the Roar Medallion is this one, and basically, so it enhances Roar and Brisk attacks. So it's supposed to increase your dragon spells and all that, and it didn't. You didn't see a difference. It was like, really? What the heck? So people just used it for the shout that you have for the Astral Ward. But now they actually fixed it. So Dragon Breath are going to be kind of strong. Not as strong as it was before, but still pretty good. Fix a bug that reduced the power of some skills while under the Golden Bow effect. So Golden Bow is a Astral Ward or spell, depending where you have it. And basically what that does, it gives you defense, okay? Let me see if I have it. I know I put it. Yeah, it's a defense buff. And sometimes it didn't work. You were like, what is this? It's not even doing anything. They're so different. So people didn't bother using it. Fix a bug that caused the effects of the Determination and Royal Knight Resolve skills when casted from a left-handed weapon to be added to other skill casted with a right-handed weapon. So, for people that don't know, once again, I'm going to be saying that a lot because all this stuff that they're mentioning is glitches that people exploited a lot. So that's why I gotta say, when people didn't know this type of stuff, because a lot of this stuff is just nerfing a lot of glitches that people did. So there was a glitch where when you had a weapon that had Royal Knight Resolve, you could get a special skill. For example, let's say I had this magma weapon. So what you would do is you activate the Resolve, you go like this, and this added, the Royal Resolve got added to the weapon. So it made it so that every attack that I did with that was enhanced greatly, and it was extremely broken when you fight people, when you fought bosses. So that's what it means. So fix a bug where status builders were unintentionally added to some weapon skill. Once again, same thing. People would do the Death Blight and similar stuff like this, where a weapon was normal. Let's say this weapon again. There was a weapon in my left hand that had madness, and they will make it so that this weapon had madness and fire, which was really broken, obviously. Same thing with the blight. It's what people did most of the time. They would add the death blight, put it on a weapon, and then they would attack it. And obviously it was broken because you did massive death blight status, which was evil. And obviously a lot of people hated that. It's one of the reasons why people didn't like Elden Ring. But hey, that's what happens, man. There's gonna be glitches every time. Fix a bug where the power and special effects of a left-handed weapon could be added to a skill cast with a right-handed weapon. So like I said, same thing. Fix a bug that caused an equipped sacrificial twig to be consumed when a player died in the Coliseum. Oh, that sucks, man. Sacrificial twigs, for some people that don't know, is this. So I have a lot, because a lot of people always gave it to me, but in the game you can only get like 3. Okay, so when you die, you use it up and you don't lose your runes. This is the reason why you have this. But yeah, if people are playing, they don't have this many, obviously it sucks. It's like, oh man, where's my thing? Fix the camera positioning when respawning in the Coliseum. Yeah, sometimes you'll be like looking at the ground. You're like, what the heck is this? What's going on? It'll be like so weird. Fix a bug where a player could receive credit for a kill in the Coliseum when dying due to the death status effect instead of the player who inflicted the status effect. Oh, somebody killed and they got mad. I see. Improve stability in Coliseum matchmaking. So there was an issue that you would connect with somebody. Let's say I was level 150, and for some weird reason the game connected me to somebody that was like level 557. Mind you, you keep the damage and defense and everything added with your level. So basically you're finding somebody that's like 3 times your level, which sucks because obviously that you're gonna do a lot of massive damage. You're gonna have more defense, and the person is gonna get like overpowered. And people did this by they'll have a friend that's low level. A lot of people go to their game and they'll fight other people, and they'll literally be destroying everybody because the other people are gonna have a harder time killing that player. So they improved that, which I'm really happy about that. Fix a bug related to level correction when an invader used the phantom bloody fingers. Once again, somebody in base, they're super beefy. You're like, what the heck? You're level 5. Sucks, man. Fix a bug that could cause disconnection with other players in certain locations during multiplayer. I mean, that's, yeah, you'll be like walking and there's a place where we'll be like, oh, there's nobody here. Bam, we kicked you out. Like, what? Improve online multiplayer stability. See, they always say that. In every patch, in every game, they always say that. Improve online multiplayer stability. We all know that's a lie. You'll be like, oh man, they really fixed it. Nah. Don't believe it. Those fixed it slightly, but you're still gonna get disconnected. You're still gonna have problems. Don't get your hope up. It's really not. Yeah, it's a lie. It's a lie. PS4 fix a bug that occurred when using the finger spear on summon NPCs while offline that could cause the game to crash. Man. Fix a bug related to some enemies not rendering or behaving as expected. Several performance improvements and other bugs fixes. And yeah, that is all, guys. That's all the updates that came in. Yeah, it's nice. They nerfed some stuff. They buffed some stuff that they shouldn't really be buffing. Like the whips. It's kind of crazy how they actually buffed that. That guy has to be free. But yeah, it's gonna cause a lot of people to just go crazy with whips and some spells that they shouldn't nerf. I don't know why they keep nerfing that freaking rain spell. Like, nobody uses that. Nobody uses this spell, the Founding Rain of Stars. I have not seen anybody use this. When it was out, it was pretty good. People didn't use it. They nerfed it. Nobody used it. They nerfed it again. What do you expect? Nobody's gonna use it, man. That's not the spell they should be nerfing, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Like, why do they keep doing this? They're literally, and it's a legendary spell, and they keep making it more trash. It's not a spell that destroys bosses either. Like, you go use this in a boss, it's trash. It's not like, oh man, this is freaking amazing. The spell that they use is the meteors. It's this one. This is the spell they should be nerfing for bosses and all that, but they don't. It blows my mind, man. It blows my mind. And for some people that don't know what it is, it's this spell. And then game creators, developers, if you're watching this, you should nerf this for crying out loud, because this is broken as heck. Because you go fight a boss and you kill the boss instantly with that spell. That's what they gotta be nerfing, not the other spell. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy. Follow me on my YouTube, which is ProslGaming. You guys gonna see this in YouTube, but leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you think of this video. I go on Twitch. My Twitch is ProslGaming777. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Take it to the next level. Take it to the next level. Level.